Hello, my students. How are you today? I hope you're good. And look, for this class, for this week, we are going to practice a little bit of past perfect. If you want to know more about past perfect, please check the video from the last week. Okay, there you have all the information, the grammar explanation about it. Today we are going to practice, okay? So, we are going to check a story, okay? A terrible day. And the idea is to practice the past perfect and also to practice listening. Okay, so this is our class for the extracurricular English course in this week. So please watch and listen very carefully the following story. Let me move here. Okay. It was a terrible day. Have you ever had one of those days when everything seemed to go wrong? I'm sure you have, and I know I have. I remember one particular day. I had been invited to a party, and there was a girl who I'd never met, but I really wanted to meet. So I was quite excited about going to this party. And I maybe spent too long getting ready, nice clothes, shaving the face, you have to smell good, okay? And I was a little bit late when I was leaving the house, but not too late. But then I looked down and I saw I had a hole in my shirt. A hole in my shirt. So I had to go back inside, change my shirt, come out again. So I was getting a little bit late for the party, but not too bad. I got in my car, started driving, and about halfway to the party, my car stopped. I couldn't understand what was the matter until I looked at the gas gauge. It had run out of gas. Why? Because I had lent my car to my sister the day before and she had used the gas and she hadn't filled the car up. So I thought it wasn't my day. I looked in my pockets to find my mobile phone, but I couldn't find it. Why? Because I had left it next to my bed charging. So even though it was pouring with rain, I had to get out of my car in my party clothes, walk to the gas station and come back with gas, by which time I was nearly 2 hours late. So I was so frustrated about being late that I started to drive and I just took a wrong turn and I ended up on this one-way system, totally lost, driving round and round for at least 25 minutes before I could manage to get the right way. So finally, I arrived at the party over 3 hours late, and when I arrived, the girl I wanted to meet had just left. All the food had gone, and my host was horribly drunk. I was so disappointed that I just turned around and left and went back home. Have you ever had a terrible day like this one? When everything went wrong? If you have, write and tell me about it in the comments down, okay? So, I want you to check if you understood this story by some questions, okay? So, if you need to listen to the story one more time, so please go back in the video and you can do it, okay? Look, what did you understand about it? Let's see, let's start with the question number 1. Let me move this a little bit. Why was the Mr. Me excited about the party? Because he was bored, because he was late, or because he wanted to meet someone there? Okay, very good. If you answered he wanted to meet someone there, yes, that's right. I wanted to meet this girl. Okay, I hadn't met her before and I wanted to meet her there. Okay, now let's continue with the question number 2. Why did the mister, so why did I have to go back to change his clothes? 1, because it was raining. 2, because he had a hole in his shirt. Or 3, because his shoes were dirty. Okay, very good. Yes, that's right, because I had a hole in my shirt. That was awful. Okay, let's see the question number 3. Why did my car stop? Because it had run out of gas, because it had a flat tire, or because it broke down. Okay, if you say because it broke down, incorrect. The correct answer was number 1, because it had run out of gas. Okay, so very good. Now let's continue with the number 4. Question number 4. Where was my mobile phone? Hmm. In my pocket, on the floor, or next to my bed charging up? One clue, I give you one clue. So, if you said that it was on the floor because of the picture, you got confused. The right answer is it was next to my bed charging up. Okay? Now the question number 5. How late was I? How late was the mister for the party? 25 minutes, more than 3 hours, or about 2 hours? So if you said 25 minutes, no, that is incorrect. About 2 hours, incorrect. If you said more than 3 hours, yes, you were right. I was super, 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 super late, okay? And the question number 6. When I finally arrived at the party, where was the person I wanted to meet? She had just gone. She was eating all the food, or she had just arrived too. Oh, okay. The correct answer is she had just gone. Okay? So that was sad, but no problem. What do we have to do when there is a day like this one? We have to keep calm and let's practice. Okay? So we are going to practice a little bit, or you are going to practice. So what are you going to do? Practice past perfect with these sentences. What you have to do is to type the correct forms of the verbs in brackets in the blanks. So for example, the number 1 says the car stopped because it blah 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 gas. And the verb that we have is a phrasal verb, run out of. So please practice with this. The idea of this video was to practice the past perfect. Okay, remind, if you have doubts, you can check the last week video. And this is it for today. Thank you very much for watching and see you next week. Goodbye.